our country. That precision target, actual students who have acquired multiple knowledge, and do we have a systematic way of quantifying that knowledge? So the national credit framework, which has become extremely important today, where we recognize skills, we recognize different forms of knowledge, try to bring them onto a single platform which enables us to give a suitable degree based on the skill set and the knowledge acquired. So this is also a very important point that we need to deliberate upon. The last but not the least, today foundational literacy and numeracy is also taking up a very big importance here. Specifically, we as a country we have multiple languages. How to break the language barrier? How do we use technology to basically learn in our mother tongue? And all these aspects are coming up. And there is also some of the very important points that were built in the national education policy. So friends, we have many things that and over the last 5 years, institutions are extremely benefited by that, and we have translated it into something that is great for our country. What our country requires in 2047. Yesterday also I did mention that our GER, the gross enrollment ratio, which was 23% 5 to 7 years before, today has risen to 28%, but we have to touch 50%. Number of students who finish their plus 2 and come into the higher education stream. And this is also a 2035 milestone set by the NEP, and how we are moving towards it. There are some case studies, but then all introduce 3 AI centers of excellence. One AI center of excellence in agriculture, another in sustainable cities, another in health. And now a new AI center of excellence is under the scrutiny now, which will be on education. So this is the commitment of the Ministry of Education for spreading AI knowledge, encouraging AI research in very critical areas, and also trying to use AI for our education purpose. So this is also something extremely important, because today AI is becoming very prevalent, and there is a necessity for us to basically see that people get educated in AI. And I repeat, as I told yesterday, that AI will not take away jobs, but people who do not know AI will be at a disadvantage. So there is a need for us to basically get educated in AI, and there are multiple avenues that are now being created by the ministry for promoting AI in all these critical emerging sectors. The skill development and lifelong learning is also important in this context, because today a person actually working at a very senior position in the industry has to equip him or her in AI to continue the job more successfully. So in this context, the National Education Policy introduced this wonderful concept of multiple entry, multiple exit. And based on that, many institutions have started programs where there can be a 1-year certificate, 2-year diploma, and a 4-year exit with a degree. And depending on the need, people are able to take those. So we find a lot of professionals who are not grounded in AI or not learnt AI in their part, now coming up and doing these courses at different levels and equipping themselves so that they become relevant to their respective job. So this is also something which is extremely important. Today, as a demonstration of some of these interesting concepts, we will be signing 3 MOUs in the presence of the Honorable Minister. The first MOU is we are now creating a portal for internship training, which is extremely important because there is a skill gap that we need to bridge between what academia teaches and what industry needs. And there needs to be an assessment which can actually enable industry to find out the talent, inherent talent, innate talent that exists. So there is a portal that will be launched. Details of this will be presented. We are also signing an MOU today, friends. Medical technology is extremely important. If we all aspire to be in the top 100 universities in the world, medtech cannot be ignored. So many of the IITs, IIC, NITs, and many other institutions, private institutions, have started this medical technology marriage. And one of the most important degree would be this MD, PhD, where MD is the topmost degree in the medical field, and a PhD is the topmost field in the academic field. So having an MD, PhD, MD in medicine, PhD in technology is something important. Today, 99% of our medical equipments and medical drugs are imported, and we need to have an import substitution for that for those technologies. And I think this interdisciplinary effort is again yet another output of the national education policy. So we have all these, and of course innovation and entrepreneurship. Viksit Bharat 2047, as envisaged by our Honorable Prime Minister, will be a product nation, must be a startup nation. So we are growing in the number of startups across the country. So we'll be launching a portal which actually covers the startups so that people who are interested in funding, interested in technology adoption, can come to a single point and look at all our startups. So there is an effort that has been taken up. So there will be an MOU that will be signed in this regard. Details of this will be presented shortly. So friends, we are in for a very important and very exciting session, and we have the Honorable Minister here. So let us make use of this 1 hour that is available to us to look at, to think about, to see what is it that we can all do, because in 2047, all of you youngsters here are going to lead our nation. Let us focus ourselves, let us find out what we can do and start the journey in a very focused, coordinated manner. Thank you very much. I now request Rudra to basically introduce the MOUs, and then we will do the exchanges. Thank you.
Briefly, as we all know, India is one of the world's largest tertiary education systems, and I really am very proud to be a small participant of that. One of the sort of friction points in this whole process of the students graduating out and getting absorbed into the industry is the idea of the last bit of finishing training and a credential, an assessment that's employable, and also provide them an assessment card that an industry can easily understand and absorb. I will now request our industry partners, Mr. Ravi. We have designed this program in close collaboration with industry. We have a small representation here. Mr. Ravi Pandikunta, Global Delivery Head for Tech Mahindra. Mr. Ajmal Dastagir, who is part of the Federation of Indian Small and Medium Scale Enterprises.